Hello and welcome back to our channel. If you are new to the channel, I'm Dwaynia. I'm the founder of Canadian Small Business Women. And right here, we are discussing all things business. Here on our channel, you can find videos on various business topics such as marketing, PR, email marketing, and social media marketing, and even replays of some of our workshops from some of our previous events. So before I jump into business mistakes to avoid in 2023, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that you never miss out on all the money making tips that we have for you. All right. So let's dive in. So, whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or you're a novice, you can still make mistakes in business, right? Some mistakes cannot be avoided, but some, if you avoid them, you can minimize some of the negative impacts that, can happen when it comes to being in business. Being in business is not all, roses and there are hard times. You will have hurdles that you have to climb. Every business owner will have a horror story. There's no doubt about it. But what I can do is I can give you some advice that can help you smooth some things out or help you with some of that decision making that you might find a little stressful. So the first thing I want to dive into is underpricing. A lot of times I get questions where people are launching a new service or they're launching a new product and they don't know how to price it. I typically start with a question of, how much is an hour worth to you? Because I know how much it's worth to me. I know how I don't want to give an hour. I don't want to give up any of my time. So how much is it really going to be for me to wake up out of my bed and say, yes, I'm going to give someone an hour of my time? Think about that, because you also have to think about pricing when it comes to your needs, your time, right? So you can also think about how competitive the market is. And sometimes, especially if you're a new entrepreneur and you're launching a new product, you might say, oh, well, my competitor is selling product A for $95 and I'm going to sell the same product. So I'm going to sell it for $85 because I want to undercut my rival. That might not be the best strategy. So how can you avoid underpricing? The first thing to do is to start with some market research. You can get free market research out there. If anywhere is charging you for market research, please send us an email. Like, you can drop me a question. There will be a link in the description. I can help with that. There's FedDev Ontario if you're in Ontario. If you're not in Ontario, I can connect you with other government organizations that can help you with free market research services. And that can help you to find out, hey, what are my competitors, or what are my competitors in this region? What are they charging? What are their prices? How long have they been around in order for them to even get here with charging this price? The other thing is to map out all your cost. And this is very important because sometimes we really don't sit and think about how much our cost is. Like, I'm talking about all cost. You have to include your time as part of that costing, include all the materials necessary, include how much time you're spending writing up a proposal. That's still part of your cost because it's time, right? And always include a buffer, because right now, especially if you are in the goods part of it, not service, the cost of shipping has skyrocketed. And as a consumer, oftentimes I don't want to pay for shipping, but I do understand that shipping is expensive. So you have to think about the perception of it all. Like, how are you going to make your customer feel comfortable to, continue through that shopping cart process when they see that shipping one item might be the same price as the item? A big thing is to just offset the cost to the actual item so that it doesn't look like you're paying the same amount. But we can talk about that in another video. But yes, underpricing. Think about how much you're pricing things for. Don't underprice just to think that you're going to beat your competitor, because what you need to consider is that your competitor already has a market out there. You're new. You might not have that market. And it's not easy to pull from their market, because if I'm continuously buying a product from one person, it's because I like that product and I trust in that person. Just because I can get it $10 cheaper doesn't mean that I will go elsewhere because I'm not sure of that product, right? So yes, consider those things. The other mistake that you want to try to avoid is please do not set unrealistic goals. Whether it's your general business goal or a financial goal, it is important to set SMART goals. If you haven't heard of SMART goals, it's SMART, not SMRT, like Bart Simpson would say, but your goals must be specific, it must be measurable, it must be achievable, it must be relevant, and it must be timely. We can go real deep into all these things when it comes to setting SMART goals. I will put a link in the description for our goal setting planner. This is what it looks like, actually. It is a 90-day planner that it's a guide to really helping you setting goals and to win, because you have to set goals in order to win, right? So I'll put that link in the description for you. It's really cheap. It's under $10. The other mistake to try to avoid is to try to do everything alone. Now, as solopreneurs or small business owners, a lot of times, like, we have a small team and we're trying to do everything ourselves, and it's really not sustainable. It's good to know what you're good at, but it's also good to know what you're not good at, and be honest with yourself with that list. What are the things that are your strengths? What are the things that are your weaknesses? Now, can you find someone to take care of those things that you're not good at? Because the time that it takes for you to tackle, like, let's say, for example, if you know that you suck at Instagram, right? But you know that a large part of your audience is on Instagram and you want to continuously engage with them. Are you going to spend 2 hours out of your day every day trying to figure things out, trying to create assets and trying to figure out what your verbiage is supposed to be for your post? And, should I put something in stories? Should I do a reel? Should I do a regular post? What should I do? That's going to drive you bananas. But that's also 2 hours of your time. Remember when I talked about, up earlier, I talked about trying to price, and your time is a part of that. How much per day is that 2 hours costing you? Because you can get someone who can do what you can do in 2 hours in probably 30 minutes. And that's going to cost you less, because that hour and a half could be spent doing something that you are good at, that will make an impact in the business. So be clear about what you can do, and be clear about what you cannot do, and outsource it, because it will save you time and money, and it will save you from the burnout. A big mistake I see with, oh my gosh, this one drives me nuts. You're not going to believe 2023 is the year that we are going to leave this alone. Every business owner must have a mailing list. Must have a mailing list. There are so many free email marketing platforms out there. You can get a free version for like up to 500 emails, and then you start paying based on the amount of emails you have. There are a few good things about having an email list. One, these are your warm leads. These are the people who are continuously buying from you. These are the people who put in their email address at a pop-up on either on your social platforms or on your website, just so that they can keep in touch with you. If they're willingly giving you their email address, they want to know more about you. They want to continue to buy from you. They want to support you. Think about when you go places, how hard it is for you to give away your email address. And when you do, it's because you're like, yeah, I need whatever they're going to offer me. Have an email list, please. I'm going to put some links in the description of some options for email list. And there is a video that we did. I will actually put the link to the video in the description about the importance of having an email marketing list, because it is a necessity. There is just no way you can continue to communicate with your customers and continue to have really good sales without having an email list. These are the people you're converting to sales. So again, We're going to leave that in 2022, not having an email list, because in 2023, we're all having email lists. And if you have any questions about that, I can help. Just there will be a link where you can ask me questions, or just drop it in the comments, quite frankly. I'll come back and check. All right. The other mistake to avoid in 2023 is not knowing your target audience. If you're going into business, there are certain practices that you must go through. You need to have your value proposition. You need to know who you are targeting. You need to know what you are selling. You need to know how you are selling it to them. You need to know if they even want what you're selling, right? So you need to know who you're marketing to, and you need to know how to speak their language so that, they're able to communicate with you. So know your target audience. And that also will help you with pricing, because if you know your target audience, you know how much disposable income they have. And especially if you're not selling something that is considered a need, you will know, okay, yes, this is my target audience. They live here. They make this amount of money per year. This is what they like to do in their free time. This is how they're going to be able to afford what I have to offer. So please know your target audience. The other mistake to avoid, and I do see this regularly, is not validating your business idea. Now, a lot of us, we have business ideas, but are they great business ideas? We don't know. A lot of us want to start a business, but we don't know what kind of business, because we're not sure of, what can work from what cannot work. I did do another video about the top 5 businesses you should start in 2023, because, they are going to be good business to try to start in 2023. You can go back and watch that at your leisure. But my advice to you is to always do a business model canvas of any business idea you have. A business model canvas helps you just see the viability of your business, because it's going to help you really it's a short form of a business plan. It's a step you do before you do the business plan. You list your idea, you list your target audience, you list your value proposition. It's like, I want to sell burgers. Why would they come buy my burgers versus going to all the other burger joints? Like, what is going to make me stand out from the crowd? So please validate your business ideas. I'm going to go through this again, the things that you need to avoid, because I want all of us to win in 2023. Don't underprice, don't undersell yourself at all. Make sure you're setting realistic goals, please. Stop trying to do everything alone. We are not Superwomen. We are not Wonder Woman. We're going to take the help, ask for the help, find the help, so that we can have a balanced life. Please do not avoid getting a mailing list. Get a mailing list. Get to know who your target audience is. Validate your business ideas. So now that you know some of the mistakes to avoid, I wish you luck in your business endeavors. We will be posting more videos with business tips for the rest of the year. We're going to still have our Ask the Expert segments. We're going to do all the things for 2023. So make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Remember to check out the link in the description. We're going to have some free downloads for you. There's going to be a 2023 Let's Get Clear with Our Business. There's going to be links to all the things I mentioned earlier. And I wish you the best. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.